Hello, beautiful people of God, and welcome. Today we are going to look at spiritual awakening. We are going to discuss spiritual awakening. People have asked me about this spiritual awakening before. I'm talking about this spiritual awakening. After this discussion today, if you want to learn more about spiritual awakening, you can go get my book, The Soul Advocate. In that soul advocate, you will learn all you need to know and all the things that you need to do. If you become, some people are awakened, they don't know they're awakened. To move yourself away from that confusion that comes with awakening, read my book, The Soul Advocate, and you will know what to do. The steps are there. You know what to do to move forward from there, from that step. Because awakening is a continuous process. It's just the beginning of the journey. Once you experience awakening, you are just starting a new journey, a journey that is unending. So, but if you read the book, you are going to know the steps you will follow, and you understand every stage you enter into, and how to process it, how to move through it, and continue to evolve. So that's how awakening is. So go get my book, The Soul Advocate, and you will learn everything that you need to know, the steps you need to take, what you need to do to move from one stage to the other. When you begin to experience that, you will know that, okay, really, in fact, you will find it very interesting because it's a new realization. It's something that you have never known before. It's something that is going to expand your life. It's going to take you to another level. In fact, you enter your new best version, when you read the book and when you enter awakening. Okay, let's go on. Today I just want to I want to talk about that awakening briefly. Where I want to talk about, because some people get awakened and they don't know that they are awakened. So they get stuck at a point. They get stuck in that confusion, because sometimes awakening comes with some kind of, you begin to question yourself, begin to ask yourself, what is it that is happening to me? What is the problem? Why is all this? Why are all these things happening? Why I feel stuck? I feel a bit confused. But when you don't know what it is, because many people have suffered, who became awakened and they didn't know, there was no guidance, they didn't know what to do with it, how to go about it. At some point, they fell back to their old lives. Some even committed suicide because they did not know. They became weary, so they didn't know what to do next. And that's why I'm doing this, so that you can learn from it. You see, awakening starts from when you begin to ask yourself questions. Normally, it comes with immense trouble. You start having one trouble or the other. Like you have this problem, and you have another problem, and you have another problem. You don't know why all those things are happening. You get so confused and worried. You don't know what to do. You become stuck. So you don't know how to process it, how to move from there. You see, that period, before that awakening, your soul is preparing you for the dark night of the soul. So when all these things are happening, you begin to experience the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul, when you encounter all these problems, you don't know what is wrong. You see many things happening to you, many unpleasant things happening to you. You are stuck. You are confused. You sometimes people go into depression because of that. They become sick. They are just stuck in those paradigms. So they don't know what to do and how to come out of it. So suddenly, after experiencing all those things, then suddenly there is a profound realization, something that it will just hit like a truth. So you know that this is true, a profound truth, something that will just kind of change your life, shatter all the things you have known to be true. are going to be shattered when you begin to experience spiritual awakening. That awakening is waking you up from the old paradigm to a new whole life. You enter a new life. You begin to experience things that you never imagine you never imagined possible. Things that no one ever told you. Things that you think you experience that will really shock you. It could come in any form. You will experience things that will shock you. So it will kind of sometimes it shatters one's life, but after that it rebuilds it. It rebuilds your life in a very beautiful way. You see, awakening will give you this sense of understanding of how things place in the world, what is happening, why these things you are seeing, why all these things are happening, why the world is the way it is. You know, you move into your inner truth. You know, it will take you to a depth where only very few people have experienced, have gone through or are aware of. Only very few, because certainly not everybody becomes spiritually awakened. You can have a profound realization. You may go through everybody goes through the dark night of the soul, but not everybody becomes spiritually awakened. There are people who become spiritually awakened because when you become spiritually awakened, it's a whole new thing. It's something that is very profound. It's something that will move you from a level of unconsciousness, from the level of unconsciousness to a profound awareness, to a level where you will begin to ask many questions, and in answering those questions you begin to see the answers. You begin to see why things are happening the way they are happening. You begin to understand how this world, how things operate. You begin to understand the vibration. You first begin to understand that we are all spiritual beings. We are just here having a temporary human experience, and after this phase you will move to another level. You see, when you experience spiritual awakening, you understand that you have been living in the ego for a very long time, and you have been your lies you have been lied to all your life, because you are going to find the truth when you become awakened, and you will realize that you have been lied to. You will realize that we have been living so much in the ego, and you will see the need to move from the ego, because when you become awakened, you see your ego is going to start suffering. The ego will suffer because some of the things that you have been told, or some of the things that you've been living by, and the things that you have been doing all your life, you will not find them desirable anymore. You will begin to see that they will no longer be important to you. So you will find a new life. You will begin to live a new life. This whole life will crumble. You see, you move into a new life. The things that all the beliefs you hold so dear to your heart will crumble. There's going to be a turnaround, a great shape shifting in your life that is going to transform your life, and you become anew. You see, so you will begin to see that we are this separation that plays here, that you see that we live in. Once you experience spiritual awakening, you will no longer see humanity as separate. We live in separation because we live so much in the ego. It's the ego that creates that separation. So you begin to see humanity as, you will no longer see humanity as separate. You begin to see the oneness in humanity, and you begin to live in love. You see, you begin to live in love. You begin to see that we are all one. There is no separation, and that we are created by a divine power, and it is just one God. When you become awakened, you begin to realize that, and your life will change, because you will not continue to live the way you have been living before. That's the difference between awakening, because the thing that compels you to do the thing that excuse me, the things that compels you to live in the ego will no longer interest you. You will find a new life, and that life, your friends, your family, the people close to you may not understand, because it's going to show even in the way you live your everyday life. So they are not going to understand your newfound truth. They're not going to understand how you are living now. So they'll begin to wonder what is wrong with you. Some may even think that there's something wrong with you. Meanwhile, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, they will feel that way because of a shift in your life. And that shift will be very clear, will be obvious for everybody to see. They will realize that, they will see that you have moved from one stage to another, and you are living a different kind of life now. So you will not be a different person to them. And when you begin to see that, when you begin to live that way, and your friends, since they don't understand you again, some of them will just let you be. So will kind of draw away from you. And all that too won't also interest you anymore. But it's only when people get to a particular space in after their awakening, where they don't know what to do next, when they don't follow, they have no realization that it's a continuous process. You move from one stage to the other, they kind of get stuck. Is when they are stuck, they will now isolate themselves, because they don't know what to do again, what to do next. But if you follow the steps, if you know that you are going through a spiritual awakening, you will not be stuck. You will be patient, and you will begin to move from one level to the other. You will do what is required of you. You will stay consistent. No matter what it is, you will remain. You follow the process. You will just depend. As in, you go through that process and become fully evolved. And once you become fully evolved, you're never going to be the same again. Everything about you will change. And you'll begin to experience the blessings. Because awakening comes with a lot of goodies, a lot of blessings. You know, when you become awakened, you will become very grateful, because it's not everybody that's experienced that goes through awakening. Not everybody. So if you are opportune, normally many people say it's only the chosen ones that goes through awakening. If you are opportune to go through awakening, you will ever remain grateful to the experience, because it's something that is not common. It's not. It's something that is not common, but it happens, and it happens to so many people. It's just that some people too, even some people go through spiritual awakening without knowing that they are going through spiritual awakening. They don't. And those are the ones that at the end of the day, they find themselves stuck, and sometimes they could even harm themselves, because they don't know that they are going through a period that is supposed to evolve them and move them to a greater life. You see, they end their lives just like that, some of them. And some of them remain stuck, you know, because they don't know what to do. They don't know nobody, they did not have anyone to tell them that this thing you are going through is a normal thing, it's a normal process, it's a spiritual, it is called awakening. They don't understand it. So some of them they begin to engage in um, things that are not uh, good for them. Things are not good for them. So some of them end up shattering their lives, because they did not know that it's a normal process, it's something that happens. And then when it happens to you, you continue to move, just trusting the process, and continue with it until you become evolved and enter a brand new and begin to live a new life. They don't understand that. So that's why it's important that, as I'm saying it, that's why I'm saying this, so that people may be going through awakening. Because awakening, you will begin to ask yourself so many questions. You begin to ask yourself, especially when you begin to experience that truth, you will be like, oh, what is this? Am I dreaming? Is this, what is this? Sometimes it can be very confusing if you don't know, if you have no idea, and you have nobody who can tell you what that means, you know. So, but at least if you watch my videos, and if you are going through awakening, you will be able to know that, okay, this is a period, this is a normal process. It's something that is something new that is happening to you. You are moving, you are sharing your ego skin, and you are entering a new life. And so you'll be able to continue with it. Because you will understand that it's a normal, it's a process. It's something that you have to go through. In fact, you are a chosen one. If you can go through awakening and become new again, be living a new life, you are a chosen one. So if you are having all these feelings, congratulations, because you're about to enter a season, your next best season. So be patient. Don't allow what other may feel or think or say about your experience bothers you. Just trust the process, because you are not alone. You are being guided. You are being guided, and as you are going through it, you will be giving directions. You know, God will lead you on how to go, how to move through it, until you find begin to find things for yourself, found the truth, and begin to go deeper and deeper, and continue to evolve your life. I hope this helps. I love you guys.